Arsenal versus Ipswich. Before I get into the video, please like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Hopefully everyone had a great Christmas. Boxing Day settings, man. Woo! Whole day full of football. Oh, man. This is what the gods ordered. This is what the gods needed. But yeah, before I get into that, let's get into the Arsenal versus Ipswich game. And this is going to be the first game that Arsenal have to deal without Bukayo Saka. Can Arsenal really cope without Bukayo Saka? We'll get into it in this video. So yeah, let's get into the stats and what people have been saying, the team news and all that good stuff. Obviously, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta says Bukayo Saka will be sidelined for many weeks with a recurring, obviously, hamstring injury that he suffered with England that he had done again against Crystal Palace on Saturday. Obviously, reports are saying that it could be out for, what, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, 3 months even. So, yeah, that's really bad news. Raheem Sterling is also out with a knee problem, joining Ben White, Tomiyasu on the sidelines, with Zinchenko's availability remains in doubt. So, yeah, we heard that Zinchenko possibly could have made, obviously, the last game against Crystal Palace was on the bench. So I'm not really sure what's happening with that. And obviously, Tomiyasu and Ben White, they're long-term injuries. So we're not going to see them for a good while. Calvin Phillips has been managing an ankle injury, but could be starting his first game in 2 months, which is great. Top scorer, Liam Delap, returns from suspension as well. So that's really good news for Ipswich. Let's get into the match fact, shall we? Head-to-head, Arsenal are unbeaten in 13 league games against Ipswich since that 2-1 defeat at Portman Road in September 1984. So they're not beating us since 1984, which is absolutely crazy. We've got a record against them. 10 wins, obviously 3 draws. Obviously, this is the first time Ipswich have been in the Premier League for a good while. The Blues' only previous match at the Emirates was a League Cup semi-final second leg on 25th of January 2011. They lost 3-0 by 3-1 on aggregate. Yeah, I do remember that. That's obviously the year that we went to face Birmingham City in the League Cup final and somehow lost. Birmingham ended up getting relegated that same season. So yeah, crazy final that was. The Gunners are unbeaten in 11 most recent Premier League games at the Emirates, winning 8, drawing 3, and are the only top flight side still unbeaten at home this season. Well, I didn't even know that, to be fair. Oh, fair play. Hopefully we can get some more wins because we've got a few draws in there this season. So yeah, Mikel Arteta is vying for a record fourth consecutive clean sheet in home games for the first time since December 2021. So yeah, that'll be obviously a while since we've done that. They have won 18 of their past 19 Premier League games against promoted opposition, which include the last 8 only dropping points in the 1-0 defeat at Nottingham Forest in May 2023. So yeah, home and away, we've been pretty good against the promotion sides. That's one thing I will give Mikel Arteta for the last, obviously, 20-odd games. Arsenal have won their final league fixture in 3 of the last 4 calendar years, with the exception of being a 2-1 defeat at Fulham on New Year's Eve last year. I remember that game. That game was absolutely terrible, shocking performance, and yeah, wasn't really confident for the rest of the season after that performance. Gary Jesus has scored 5 goals in the last 2 games for Arsenal in all competitions, as many as he had in his previous 45 appearances for the club. That is absolutely astounding. Obviously, 5 goals in 2 games is obviously amazing, but then the 5 goals in 45 games is not very good at all. So that's the best of both worlds with Gabriel Jesus. Hopefully, he can carry on with the positive performances he's been doing the last 2 games, and we can see some more goals, especially we're at home. We're going to dominate the ball. I want to see some of the obviously the play that he was doing in the last couple of games in terms of him getting past defenders, being clinical in front of goal, etc. The Brazilian has never lost a Premier League game when he has scored in, winning 56, drawing 5. Very good record. David Raya has kept 22 clean sheets in 49 Premier League appearances for Arsenal, and he's one more to break David Seaman's club record for the most shutouts after 50 games in the division. Wow, I didn't even know that either. To get nearly half of clean sheets in 49 games is actually really good as well. Let's go on to Ipswich's facts now. The Blues have won 2 of their last 3 top flight away games, having failed to win their previous 12 in such fixtures. Okay, so they're in decent away form. I don't know if obviously they've beat Tottenham as well, so they've already won in North London. Ipswich are winless in 17 top flight away fixtures against sides starting in the day in the top 4 since a 1-0 victory at Liverpool on the 14th of January 1995. So what I've noticed with these stats is that a lot of them are really old, like talking 20, 30 years since obviously Ipswich have accumulated like a positive victory at one of these big big top four away sides. Their only clean sheet this season has come in the September's 0-0 draw at Brighton, so that's fares good well that obviously we can score some goals against them. Don't really keep clean sheets away from home. Harry Clark and Amari Hutchinson both came through the Arsenal Academy through neither made a senior appearance for the Gunners. That's absolutely true. And they both are starting heads for Ipswich. Let's get to the form guide. Arsenal 5-1 win away at Crystal Palace, 3-2 win at home at Crystal Palace, 0-0 draw at Everton, 3-0 Monaco, 1-1 with Fulham. Ipswich 4-0 defeat at home to Newcastle, then a 2-1 win away at Wolves, 2-1 defeat at home to Bournemouth, 1-0 defeat at home to Crystal Palace, and a 1-0 defeat away at Nottingham Forest. Always mention, let's get through to all the stats. Arsenal unbeaten their last 41 games against home games against promoted sides, winning 36, drawing 5, winning the last 12 in a row. Only Chelsea 43 between 2001 and 2015. Wow, had such a longer run in the competition. Yeah, that's really, really good. Arsenal have won their final league game in 3. Yeah, I've already read that out. Arsenal have scored 5+ goals in 7 different Premier League games in 2024. The last team to do so in more top flight games in a singular year were Burnley, which was 9 in 1960, while the last time the Gunners did so was in 1931, which was 8. Arsenal are unbeaten in the last 11 Premier League home games, like I said before. Ipswich have won 2 of their last 3 Premier League away games. They're actually winners, like I said, in 17 against the top flight or top 4 sides. Also have more different goal scorers than any other side in the Premier League this season, 14, with Gabriel Jesus and Declan Rice in their first goals of the campaign, last time out against Crystal Palace. Only Manchester City's Premier League games have seen more goals in the opening 15 minutes, 13, than Ipswich so far, 12. So that's a very good start. That means there's going to be some goals, hopefully, at the start of the game, and that will open things up also for them. And yeah, I'm hoping for a very, very positive game. Gabriel Jesus scored 5 goals in his last 2 games for Arsenal, as many as 45. Like I said, no player has scored multiple games in 3 consecutive. Wow, what? I didn't even know that. No player has scored multiple goals in 3 consecutive appearances for the Gunners in all comps in the Premier League era. So not even Thierry did that. That is a madness. I didn't even know that, man. That's crazy. So Gabriel Jesus could be going on to history there. That is actually mad. That is actually madness. But yeah, man, that obviously concludes the preview show. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win. I think it will be a win that we need at home again. And yeah, hopefully we can get that sorted. But yeah, that's been the preview show. Like to share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'll be back in about 10 seconds for the Manchester City versus Everton watch along. Please help me watch that with you guys. So yeah, that's been it. That's been your boy. Don't hate the play, hate the game. You know all that good stuff. And till next time. Peace.